Very Merry Christmas coming up tonight in our news. Our officials are ensuring tonight's Junkanoo parade is as smooth as possible. Bahamasair's new jet didn't make it in time for the Christmas. How's labor relations in the Ministry of Health heading into 2019? Plus, Paige McCartney takes us inside the world of entertainment.
Our news is brought to you by Alive.
A very Merry Christmas to you. Welcome to our news and thanks for joining us. I'm Kyle Joaquin. In just a few hours, Junkanoo groups will head to Bay Street to compete in the 2018 Boxing Day Junkanoo Parade. And officials say their top priority for this year's parade is keeping it organized. Jasmine Brown explains.
On the organization side, the JCNP was basically in the mood of trying to correct deficiencies of last year.
Each year, the Junkanoo parades have their fair share of issues, but last year's parades were embroiled in so much controversy that even Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis stepped in. He met with Junkanoo leaders and the JCNP at his office days after a disastrous 2017 Boxing Day parade to express his pain and disappointment at their decision to postpone the parade. The change of the Boxing Day parade date attracted widespread criticism. And while many blamed forecasts from the Department of Meteorology for the postponement, officials have said Junkanoo leaders agreed to postpone the parade even after it was determined bad weather would not interrupt the major cultural event. Ferguson said following that sit-down, Junkanoo stakeholders held a conclave in February of this year, but he frankly revealed that not much was achieved.
We had a Junkanoo conclave. We truly achieved nothing from the conclave.
Ferguson explained why.
And one of the things that you go into a conclave for, Junkanoos have financial difficulties. We needed to talk about the financial perspective for Junkanoo moving forward. Okay, and unfortunately, we were not able to basically get to the nitty-gritty of that, mainly because you're dealing with corporate Bahamas and the Junkanoo groups who are spending right around an average of $12 million a year, okay, to make our parades happen. And so we wanted to basically try to address that in some way, okay? The groups are basically out there every year with their hands out begging for sponsorship. And so we thank those sponsors who have come forward, okay? But we wanted to try to get ourselves in a position where there is something that is substantially set for Junkanoo groups so that that doesn't happen.
Reporting for our news, I'm Jasmine Brown.
Thanks, Jasmine. Well, Junkanoo groups have more to celebrate this year, according to JCNP President Silbert Ferguson, who says the Junkanoo Prize money has doubled.
Most of the adjustments that have been made on the government side, they have agreed to double the prize money, which is an additional $388,000.
Ferguson calls it a big step as avid Junkanooers have decried the cost of participating in the cultural event.
The Prime Minister has a music championship cup now, which is valued at about $10,000 each morning for the A groups and $5,000 for the B groups. And so that's an incentive for these groups to basically get themselves geared up to win these particular divisions, right?
In other news, it appears Bahamasair will not be getting a new jet in time for Christmas. That's according to Bahamasair Managing Director Tracy Cooper, who recently revealed that executives had expected the new Boeing 737 would have arrived sometime this month. However, he says they will have to wait another few weeks.
Bahamasair is acquiring another 737 aircraft. It was supposed to have been here from the beginning of December. Unfortunately, the company that we're buying it from, a major lessor AerCap, could not provide the plane to us now until mid-January.
Cooper also admitted that the jet would have been a vital asset during the peak holiday travel time that was marred over the weekend by huge delays due to weather, air traffic issues, and the fact that 2 of its jets were out of service. He explained that the airline will likely add another 140 seats through the acquisition of a 737. The current jets operated by Bahamasair carry 120 seats.
We did have some issues with one of our airplanes, actually two of our jets. One of our jets had a technical issue in Fort Lauderdale on Wednesday, and we weren't able to bring that back up until Friday afternoon. We also have one jet that was on heavy maintenance at a company called Copesa in Costa Rica.
Still to come, the health minister talks labor relations within his ministry, plus groups putting the finishing touches on those Junkanoo pieces. Stay tuned.